Hi, everyone, and welcome to Who to the Curve. And this is a Robert Ruiz rant. And today, we're going to be talking on meth-addicted fish, the aquatic crisis we never knew we needed. In a turn of events that feels more like a plot from a dystopian sci-fi movie, scientists have discovered that our fish in our waterways are not just swimming, but apparently they're swimming high. Yes, you heard that right. Our fin friends are tripping on meth, and it's becoming a concerning, albeit bizarre, environmental issue. Experts are raising concerns, but let's be honest, it's hard not to respond with anything but a mix of disbelief and dark humor. So let's dive into this murky water of meth-addicted fish, where the aquatic underworld meets Breaking Bad. Well, let's talk of the science of fish and meth addiction. First, let's get the technical stuff out of the way. Researchers have found that active pharmaceutical ingredients, APIs, are present in waterways all around the globe. These APIs include a variety of substances, from painkillers to antidepressants, and yes, meth. The drugs make their way into the rivers, lakes, through various means: flush medications, human excretion, and industrial waste. Fish, being the unsuspecting victims they are, absorb the chemicals, leading to some rather unexpected behavioral changes. Imagine a trout with the energy level of a hyperactive chihuahua, darting back and forth with a newfound zest for life, or, in this case, a zest for meth. Studies have found that meth-exposed fish exhibit hyperactivity, increased aggression, and erratic swimming patterns. It's like the underworld version of a 3 a.m. rave, but without the glow sticks and techno music. Let's talk about the ecological implications of fishy tail. Now, while the image of meth-addicted fish might be comically absurd, the ecological implications are anything but funny. These behavioral changes can disrupt entire aquatic ecosystems. Hyperactive fish are less likely to follow their natural predatory and mating behaviors, leading to imbalances in the food chain. Picture a river where the top predators are too busy chasing imaginary currents to hunt properly. It's not exactly the circle of life that Disney promised us. Moreover, meth-addicted fish could become more susceptible to predators. After all, it's hard to hide from a heron when you're busy doing involuntary backflips. This heightened predatory risk could lead to declining fish populations, which in turn affects the species that rely on them for food. It's a domino effect of ecological chaos, all because our waterways have turned into a pharmacological cocktail. Let's speak on the human responsibility, the unwanted drug dealers. So, who's to blame for this underwater drug epidemic? Spoiler alert, it's us. Humans are the inadvertent drug dealers of the aquatic world, flushing medication down toilets and excreting unmetabolized drugs that sewage treatment plants aren't equipped to handle. It's as if we've collectively decided to throw a never-ending party for fish, and they're the unwilling attendees. But let's be real. If someone had told you 10 years ago that your expired painkillers might one day lead to the meth crisis among fish, you'd probably laugh at them out of the room. It's a scenario so absurd that it almost defies belief. Yet, here we are, grappling with the reality that our wasteful habits have far-reaching and often surreal consequences. Let's speak on the road to recovery, fish rehab. What's the solution to this predicament? While the idea of setting up fish rehab centers, complete with tiny underwater therapy sessions, is amusing, it's not exactly practical. Instead, the focus needs to be on preventing the drugs from entering the waterways in the first place. This means better waste management practice, improved sewage treatment technologies, and public awareness campaigns about the proper disposal of medications. Governments and environmental organizations must work together to tackle this issue head on. After all, we can't have our fish population turning into a scene from train spotting. The health of our aquatic ecosystem depends on it. In the end, in the grand scheme of environmental issues, meth-addicted fish might seem like a bizarre footnote. However, it's a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our actions in the natural world. While it's easy to chuckle at the absurdity of fish on meth, the underlying message is clear. Our disregard for responsible pharmaceutical disposal has unintended and often surreal consequences. So the next time you're about to flush those old pills, think twice. Somewhere out there, a trout's sanity might depend on it. And who knows, maybe one day we'll look back at this as the wake-up call that finally got us to clean up our act, but both literally and figuratively. Until then, let's hope the fish can handle the come down. Thank you for listening to Who to the Curb. Don't forget to like us, subscribe, and share us. Thanks.